What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about my undergraduate experience, and I feel like I can finally do this video. I graduate next week, so I'll just go ahead and sit down and do this video. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So if you're new to my channel, I am a senior here at Western Illinois University. Like I said, I graduate next week, so I have a major, my major is forensic psychology and sociology with a triple minor in law enforcement, neuroscience, and gerontology. So I know that's a lot, but yeah, like I said, I graduate next week on May 11th, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about my undergraduate experience and all of the things that I went through as an undergraduate here at Western. So first things first, I came into Western. I graduated high school May 2013, and I started here at Western in August of 2013. And I know you guys are thinking, it is 2019, why did it take you so long to graduate? So that is the big bulk of my college experience. Is going to be the big bulk of this video. So basically, my advisor kind of scammed me, and I know that sounds really bad, but she did. You know, you kind of count on your advisor to make sure that you're taking the classes that you need to take and to make sure that you're doing everything that you need to do so that you're on track to graduate on time. I didn't necessarily expect to graduate in 4 years. It's not really the norm anymore. The norm is typically 5 years, just because classes are really expensive, and if you don't have the money to take a bunch of classes to graduate in 4 years, 5 years is normally the minimum. I wasn't really too pressed to graduate in 4 years. 5 years would have been great for me, but if you guys can't tell, it's been 6 years. So what originally happened was the spring of 2015. Yes, the spring of 2015, I ended up having to leave Western because at my school, if you have a balance, the balance has to be under $500 in order for you to register for classes, and I think my balance was like $4,000. So I ended up leaving, and then in February I ended up getting like a late MAP grant, so the balance ended up going down to $1,600. So I did take classes while I was at home, and I was emailing my advisor every time I would register for classes, like, hey, you know, these are the classes that I'm taking. Are they going to transfer back over to Western? Am I going to be okay? And, you know, she was saying like, yeah, sure, yeah, you know, you're going to be fine. These classes are transferring. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not at Western, but I'm on the right track. I'm still taking classes. And then Western did something really weird. So I gave them like the $1,600. Like, I paid my balance off to zero, thinking, you know, I'll be able to go back in the fall of 2015, and then it was like, no, you owe like another $1,500. And I'm like, I'm sorry, where did this random $1,500 come from? And they're like, you know, it's fines and fees. And I was like, I haven't been there for a semester. How did I accrue this much in fines and fees if I wasn't there? So fall 15 was out of the question, so I ended up finish paying it off. I think I didn't go back until fall 17, so I had to, you know, finish paying all of that off. And so fall 17, I get back, and I never looked at my transcript before then because, like I said, I was counting on my advisor. You know, I'm asking her if I'm okay with all of these classes, and she's saying yeah. And fall 17 comes around, and this was when I decided to declare my neuroscience minor, and her comment to me was, does your mother have higher education? And I'm like, my mother has 5 degrees. What is your point? Like, where are you going with this? Like, I wasn't sure where she was going with this conversation. I feel like I had an idea of where she was going, but I don't think she expected me to say that. But her next response was, well, some people who have parents that has higher education feel like they have to overachieve. And I'm like, I didn't come in your office in any type of distress or anything. Like, I'm just telling you to add my minor. Like, that's it. That's all. I don't need the extra commentary. Like, you know, so that was really weird. So she added the minor. And then when it came time to register for spring classes with the neuroscience minor here at my school, there are certain classes that you cannot register for unless you're a neuroscience minor. The system just will not let you register for the classes. So I go to register for 2 of my neuroscience classes, and guess who's not a neuroscience minor anymore? Yep, me. She dropped my minor without me telling her to. She just went in and dropped it. And that prompted me to look at my transcripts, because I'm like, this is really weird and I don't know what she's doing. And so remember, I was gone for 3 semesters and I ended up taking 15 classes. So when I looked at my transcripts, out of the 15 classes, 3 of those transferred over. 3 out of 15. The rest were electives. And remember when I was telling you guys I was emailing her before I would register for classes back at home, and asking her, am I going to be okay? Are these going to transfer over? Like, are you do your job? And she was saying, yeah. Well, no. That was not the case. And you guys, I was livid. I was so upset because I'm like, this, I was better off not even taking classes because they didn't even transfer. Like, I wasted my money and I was so upset. I'm like, now that's what really set me back. That was 2.5 semesters worth of classes that were just gone. They were just gone. They didn't count for anything. And that's initially why I'm here now and not graduating until May 2019, was because of that. And I was so upset, but I was just like, you know what? The only thing that I can really do is move on and just move forward. And she ended up retiring the spring of 2018. So it was like there was no repercussions. There were no repercussions for her. I talked to the president of the university, but again, she was retiring, so it's not like they could have fired her. She was tenured anyway, so would she have really gotten fired? So that is my whole spiel on why I'm graduating late. I had a really shitty advisor, and talking to other students who are in the psych department as well, they have had the same situations happen with them. A lot of them have been held back for graduating on time because of her as well. And it's just really sad how you're depending on someone to do their job correctly and they're not, and it screws you over because she's not paying for it. You're the one who's paying for it, and you're the one who has to figure out how you're going to pay for your next semester of college and your housing and food and transportation and all of that. Like, it's not her, and she just screwed a bunch of people over, like a bunch of people over. And it's not, me and 3 or 4 other people. There have been dozens of people who have complained about her, and who have complained about her making them take classes that they didn't even need. And it was a lot. So I mean, Western as a whole, I had a really great experience my freshman year. I made some really great friends, and I'm very grateful for that. I met some really amazing people that I am still friends with to this day. And the party, I partied myself out my freshman and sophomore year. That's why you guys don't see me go out now. It's like I partied myself out. I did a lot my freshman and sophomore year. So I kind of outgrew the party scene. So in that aspect, I had a really good undergraduate career. I did research, if you guys didn't know. So that was really amazing. And that really taught me a lot of skills that I will take on with me to graduate school. And I participated in different organizations and clubs here on campus. I started my own organization here on campus. So I did have a really great undergraduate experience. My professors, well, in the psych department, except for one. I had one professor who didn't teach. And it was like the one class that I needed you to teach in, which was psychopharmacology, and he just did not teach. And it was terrible. So I basically had to teach myself psychopharmacology. You guys, those vlogs are still on my channel, and if you have been following me for a while, I complained about that class so much because that professor did not teach. But other than that, the professors in the psych department were amazing. I loved my professors. I loved my mentors. So I had a pretty great undergraduate experience aside from all of the academic shenanigans with my advisor. And one tip that I have is to just enjoy it and just embrace your undergraduate career, because it comes and goes. It comes and goes so quick, you guys. Like, even though it's been 6 years for me, it honestly feels like I was just a freshman. It feels like I was just moving to Western, and I was just walking around campus, learning everything, learning how to do this college thing, and now I graduate next week. And I have been here for a while, but it still went by really quick. And it's a bittersweet, feeling to leave Western. And like I said, the friends that I've made, I'm still friends with, but it still feels weird to have to leave this place. And I'm happy that I'm leaving, don't get me wrong. I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. But it's still bittersweet. I made a lot of memories here. I've gotten my heart broken so many times here. I've met so many great people. I've met some great professors who I can use and network with later on down the line. I've just met some really great friends, and it was a really great experience. So just Embrace and accept your undergraduate career. Realize that not everything is going to go according to plan, and sometimes you really just got to go with the flow. You really just have to go with the flow and accept things and just try to finesse around them, and that's really that you can do. Honestly, you know, college is an interesting experience, but it's one that I wouldn't have traded for the world. As much as I complain about Western, as much as I hate this school sometimes, I'm going to miss it. And I really enjoyed my forensic psychology program. I loved it. It was amazing. I've learned so much. It's prepared me. And it's helped you guys a lot as well, because I was able to share my knowledge with you. And because I know a lot of you guys are interested in forensic psychology. So I was able to learn a lot of information that I was able to share with you guys as well, which it's amazing. So yeah, I graduate next week. And I will be vlogging graduation and me getting ready for graduation and all of that. So it'll be a really exciting time. You guys will get to go on that journey with me as well. So I'm really excited for this next chapter in my life, and it's going to be a stressful one, just like undergraduate was, but I'm ready. Okay, you guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video.